Sun in various houses. Sun is the light giver in astrology. Sun is the one which makes life possible in astrology or on planet Earth. Because if there is no sun, there is no light. Where is light? Where is life? When is life? When there is sun. When sun rises, the life starts to begin. So today we are going to do what is sun in all the 12 houses. Let us understand. If sun is in first house, you have a magnetic personality. You are very confident about yourself. You feel like I am a king. I am always right. But at the same time, you will feel I am always right. That can be one issue which can cause problem because there is too much heat in the head. So when there is too much heat in the head, no doubt you are like a sun, you are confident, you are a good provider, you are a good person, but too much heat or too much ego about me being right always can cause problem. So if you have sun in first house, one should be very careful about the 7th house. It's possible that the partner might feel burnt in your presence. Now, sun in second house. What is sun going to do in second house? So, the heat has gone to the family. The heat has gone to the kutumbha. The heat has gone to your money part. What does it show? You have to work very hard for money. You have to speak always truth. Or your speech can be like that when you will speak, people might feel that he's very rude. He's just saying it so openly. It's not supposed to be said like that. That is sun in second house. And yes, the other thing one has to be careful of, make sure there is less ego problem related to second house. Because sun, the only thing the sun has, it's huge ego and heat. Otherwise, he is perfect. It's like a huge ball of light. Now, sun in third house. When sun is there in the third house, you are very courageous. You are the one who is very intelligent also because sun has gone to the house of Mercury. Sun in third house is a natural house of the Mercury. So 100% the person will be very intelligent. You are making a Buddha Aditya yoga together. The person will be courageous. But yes, the only disclaimer is please avoid heated arguments with your siblings. Please avoid heated arguments with your right hand man because third house is your right hand man. Third house is your siblings. Third house is your Maithun Bhava. Now the sun has gone to the fourth house. So fourth house, we all know, is all about your home. It's all about your family. It's all about what's there in your heart. So when sun, a big planet, a planet which is full of heat, has gone to the fourth house, it is the house of moon. Natural Kalapurusha Kundli, it is the house of moon. It is in the sign of Cancer. So when sun has gone to the house of moon, moon will feel very burnt out. So emotionally, you might feel very burnt out. Because there will be too much fire in the home. Maybe you belong to a very rich family. Maybe you belong to a royal family. There will be big cars, there will be royalty in the house. But that is what we will see at the front level. But at the subconscious level, we can say that you feel that there is a lot of ego in the house. A mother can have a lot of ego. Right? Now we go to the sun in fifth house. When sun has gone to the fifth house, you will be intelligent because this is the natural fifth house. Natural fifth house is ruled by Surya. So when sun travels to the fifth house, it means that yes, you are very intelligent. It's in the fifth house of your buddhi. of your mantra, of your vidya. Sun, a planet who is the giver of light, who is the giver of knowledge, has gone to your 5th house. 100% the person will be intelligent. But at the same time, there will be problem related to children. The child will feel burnt out. Maybe you will be separated from the child. Because sun is all good qualities are there in the sun. He is a provider. He is a big man. He is a giver of light. But at the same time, he is a big ball of light. He is a big ball of ego. And wherever sun is there in your chart, you will feel separated in that area of life. Maybe children are separated from you, or you will go through some dilemma related to children if you have sun in the 5th house. Now, when sun, after going through all the houses, now sun has come to the 6th house. In the 6th house, sun, if the dispositor is also strong, the person will be victorious over the enemies. The person will be like a king over the servants, over the enemies. He will be in a good job because 6th house is the house of your job also. 6th house is the Artha Trikona also. 6th house, natural Kalpurusha Kundalini, is again ruled by Mercury. And natural significator of 6th house is Mars and Saturn. So sun in 6th house, if we go by the Kalpurusha Kundalini, because Mercury is the Kalpurusha 6th house, the person will be intelligent. If sun is in the 6th house, he might be doing a good job because he has come to the house of Saturn. So some ego issues can be there related to the servants, people who are serving you, but the person generally, if the dispositor is strong too, the person will be victorious over the enemies. Now, the sun has come. What happens when sun comes to your 7th house? When the sun comes to your 7th house, it's like a separation. Because sun has got huge ego. And when we study Ashwini Nakshatra, what we heard about the sun? That sun's wife left him because he was so much of heat. He was so much full of himself. So when sun is in the 7th house, it is possible that your spouse has got high ego. Or you yourself will also have a ego, because it is very easy to say about the other person. But Lagna and 7th house is you, your personality, because 7th house is your reflection. So if as an astrologer someone comes to you and a lady comes to you, sun is in the 7th house, she is a young girl. As an astrologer, we should start working on the subconscious mind in a very, very subtle way. See Baba Beta, see girl, you have got sun in the 7th house. So avoid the situations. In this life, you have to control the ego portion. It will help the person in a long run. It will really help that person in a long run. Because subconsciously you will train that person. Sun in 7th house, we say that your eyes can be affected because that is a setting sun. Sun is very glorious in the 1st house, but when he has traveled to the 7th house, your eyes can be affected. Right? Now, sun has gone to the 8th house. Sun in 8th house is not much welcome because these are the 2, 6, 8 and 12 are the shadow houses. And natural significator of this house is Mangal. In Kalpurusha, Scorpio is the natural 8th house. And natural significator, there are two things, Kalpurusha and natural significator. Natural significator of 8th house is Saturn, again Saturn. So sun in 8th house, sun is a significator of money, sun is a significator of progeny also, your children also, because that it will, your ability to create things will be dependent upon sun also. So sun in 8th house, and especially if it is a woman's chart, can affect your marital relationship. It can affect your Mangalya Bhava, because the 8th house is your Mangalya Sthana also. So sun in 8th house can dilute your Mangalya Bhava. Either the spouse or in-laws, there will be problem with the in-laws related to ego, related to high heat, related to royalty. Maybe they belong to a rich family. And otherwise also, when sun is in the 8th house, you can have trouble from the government. But at the same time, such a person, after going through all these things, will naturally be very much interested into tapasya, will be very much interested into self-introspection, because a person will question himself. And to follow all these rules, again I am saying we need to check the dispositor also, because dispositor is very, very important for any chart. Who is a dispositor? Dispositor is like a landlord. You have to see what ultimate say is of the landlord. What the landlord is saying is very, very important. Now the sun god has gone to the 9th house. 9th house is Sagittarius, Kalapurusha Kundli. It is ruled by Jupiter. So when sun is in 9th house and the Kalapurusha Kundli, it is ruled by Jupiter and natural significator is also Jupiter, we can say that the person can be connected to some educational institute. Because sun is also light, Jupiter is also knowledge. So person can be connected to some educational institute. Person can be into teaching, or at the same time, person can play a very important role in constructing a temple or constructing a library. So if you have sun in 9th house, do check for all these combinations. And if sun is a bit malefic, then at the same time, even though father for father the significator is sun, you will feel some burnt in relationships with your father. Sun in 10th house is very welcome, because it is the house where the sun gets digbal. What is digbal? The sun gets extra strength, the sun gets power. Because it is a time, the 10th house is a time when the time is 12 to 2 p.m. Sun is at its maximum glory. So at this time, the sun is very powerful. If there is a strong sun in the 10th house, either you will be in government job or you will be benefited by government in one or the other form, provided the sun is clean. But it will help you. Sun in 10th house will give you excellent vision to see the future. Because it is Akash Lagna, the 10th house is Akash Lagna. You will have a big vision about your career, about your karma, and nobody can challenge you in your karmas. Your karmas will be like that no one is able to challenge you on your karmas. Now we come to the sun in 11th house. So when sun is in 11th house, lot of royal friends, rich friends you will have. And at the same time, we can say you can have gains related from gold. You can have gains related to copper as an item. These are some of the things which will be included when sun is in 11th house. So now, the last, when sun has gone to the 12th house. When sun is in 12th house, it is in Maran Karaka Sthana. What do you mean by Maran Karak Sthana? Maran Karak Sthana means it is like a